Hello, I am Dr. Ajay Sharma, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, GIMS Engineering Management Technical Campus. The subject that I teach in this semester is digital communication. This is the main subject of BTech 5th semester Electronics and Communication Engineering students, and the topic that I discuss today is NRZ means non-return to zero, RZ return to zero uh, line coding, and this is part 1 of the complete lecture. Basically, line coding come in the picture when in digital communication we have source coders, and the function of source coder is to convert your analog signal into a digital bits, and digital bits are 1 and zeros, but 1 and zeros are not represent a digital signal. These are digital bits. So to convert digital bit into a digital signal, we need a line coders. So what these line coders do? Line coders just converts this digital bit into a digital signals. Signal basically a voltage level, right? So obviously when we deal with digital signal, we have a voltage level or a voltage level that change in two steps, either high or low, because it convert according to digital bit, and digital bit are 1 and 0. So according to 1 and 0 we have high or low level of a signal, and that signal is come with the help of a line coder. So line coding is a technique where you convert your 1 and 0 string into voltage levels, or you must say digital voltage levels. And so we have a different types of line coders that are available for line coding purpose, and basically all the line coding are divided into three parts: unipolar line coding, polar line coding, and bipolar line coding. So this is the categorization of a line coding: unipolar line coding, polar line coding, and bipolar line coding. Or you must say unipolar line coders doing unipolar line coding, polar line coders doing polar line coding, bipolar line coders do bipolar line codings. So line coding basically have three parts or three category: unipolar, polar, and a bipolar. So unipolar signaling. In unipolar signaling, sometimes you say unipolar line coding. We have certain points that should be remembered as far as the unipolar line coding or signaling is concerned. Actually, unipolar line signaling or unipolar signaling sometimes will be called as a on-off keying, or simply OOK. OOK means on-off keying. For example, there is a bulb. Bulb may be on, may be off. When the bulb is on, there is a light in the room, and there is switched off means there is a darkness, right? On off. So you can on off the bulb in the similar way. On off signaling means on means the presence. What happens in the case of bulb? On means the presence of light, and off means absence of light, means darkness. So light means on and darkness means off. This is just the example of on off keying as far as the bulb is concerned. But in this case, I mean in digital communication case, actually when there is a pulse, when there is a light, when there is a pulse, the presence of pulse represented by 1 and absence of pulse represented by 0, right? So if you have a voltage level of certain duration, then you can say that it is this duration represented by 1. In certain duration there is absence of pulse, no pulse in a particular duration, so you can say that in that duration there is no pulse, means a 0. So 1 is represented by presence of pulse, 0 is represented by absence of pulse. So if the pulse is there, signal is there. Whenever the signal is there, it represented by 1. When there is no signal, represented by 0. So in the duration where there is a presence of pulse, we can say that in that duration 1 is present. In some duration, there is no pulse. In that duration, we declare that there is no. The, we can say that it's zero. So 1 is represented by presence of pulse and 0 is represented by absence of. So basically, there are two variations that come in this unipolar signaling: non-return to zero, or second one is return to zero. So we will discuss this non-NRZ and RZ in next slides. So there are two variations in unipolar signaling, non NRZ and RZ, and these two unipolar non-return to zero signaling, or you may say coding. In this type of unipolar signaling, a high in data is represented by a positive pulse called as mark, which has a duration t equal to the symbol bit duration. A low in data input has no pulse. So in this type of NRZ, in this type of unipolar non-return to zero, what happen if a high pulse, high pulse means a pulse having certain magnitude of voltage at a particular duration is represented by a 1, right? And this particular pulse is a positive pulse. Pulse may be negative or it may be a positive. Positive pulse means it is above a zero line. If the pulse is above zero line, it is called as positive pulse. If the pulse is below zero line, or you may say negative portion, it is a negative pulse. So positive pulse of a particular duration always represented as a 1, right? So whenever there is a pulse having certain magnitude, which is in above zero line, means which is positive pulse, having certain magnitude, having certain duration. So in that duration, we declare it is 1. So 1 is represented by a positive pulse. A positive pulse means high. As far as the 0 is concerned, there is no pulse. So in the duration, whenever there is an absence of pulse, or you may say no pulse, or you may say no magnitude, 0 magnitude of a pulse, means that duration can be represented as a 0 bit. So 1 bit is represented by high data or a positive pulse of a certain duration, and 0 is represented by no pulse in a particular duration, or you may say 0 is represented by a 0 voltage pulse, and 1 is represented by a certain level of voltage pulse. So if you have a pulse, have a certain duration, certain magnitude, of course, which is constant, then we represent that as 1. Otherwise, if you have no pulse, then we declare that in that duration there is a 0. So this is all about non-return to zero unipolar signal. Now look at this diagram, and just a minute. Look at this dump. This is a clock pulse, right? And this is data 1 0. This is clock pulse, and this is data 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 1 0. This data, this represent digital data. This is a string of 1 and 0. That string of 1 and 0 comes from a source coder. Source coder convert analog signal into a 1 0 string. So that 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 0 represented digital data, but this digital data is not a digital signal. So to convert this data, we have convert this data to convert this data, so to convert this data 10, so to convert this data, into a signal, and signal is non-return to zero format, we use a NRZ line coder. So an NRZ line coder to NRZ line coding, right? So look at this. So whenever 1 come in the picture, this 1 is represented by a high voltage. High volt means a positive pulse of V volt. This is V is the magnitude of the pulse, right? So whenever 1 in come in the picture, there is a presence of pulse. Pulse having a voltage V and duration is same as the duration of this bit, right? Look at this. This is presence of a pulse. Presence of pulse having a voltage V during the whole duration of a bit 1. Look at this. Duration is same. And whenever 0 come in the picture, that 0 is represented by a 0 volt. 0 volt means no pulse. Again 1 come in the picture, again represented by a. Now what are the advantage of unipolar NRZ? The advantage of unipolar NRZ are, it is simple because you just having two options, because either presence of pulse or absence of pulse. 1 means presence of pulse and 0 means absence. So that's why it's called as simple, and it required a lesser bandwidth. Whenever we have to send a signal, we should have a knowledge of about the what will be the bandwidth that required for particular signal. Accordingly we manage our bandwidth of a channel, right? So we before send a signal or digital signal, we should have a knowledge of amount of bandwidth that is required for that signal, so that we will manage our channel bandwidth. Only then we have to send the this particular signal, right? Disadvantage are the disadvantage of unipolar NRZ are no error correction. That means it is not possible to correct the error. If error come in the picture, it is very difficult to correct this. And presence of low frequency component may cause the signal drop. This is also one of the reason. And loss of synchronization is likely to occur, especially for a strong unit. So whenever long strings of 1 and 0 is to be there, it's very sometimes in this way there is a problem of loss of synchronization, because if a long string of 0 is come in the picture, the receiver is confused whether 0 was sent to the transmitter or transmitter is off in that period because absence of pulse represented by 0. So sometimes a receiver confused, especially when we have a long strings of 0. In that long string, sometime receiver just assume that all whole duration there is no pulse, but sometimes the reality was that half of the time if transmitter is off, then again the receiver assume that there is a 0 bit, because there is no signal coming to the receiver. So because of that criteria of absence of pulse is represented by 0, it creates certain problems sometimes. So for that particular thing, we can manage this particular thing by another type of line coding that we will. Then again a return to 0 type of unipolar return to 0 type of signaling. So in this type of unipolar signaling, a high data is though represented by a mark plus, its duration t is less than the simple bit duration. Half of the bit duration remains high, but it immediately returns to 0 and show the absence of pulse during the remaining half of the bit duration. So actually what happens in that type of signaling, whenever 1 come in the picture, and if 1 come in the picture and the bit 1 have a certain duration, so in this case when you convert this type of bit by this particular RZ coder, in RZ coding the whole bit period is divided into two parts. In first half, the signal attain a particular voltage, and in the next consecutive half, the signal attain a zero voltage, right? I again repeat, in this type of format, in whole duration of a bit, half of the bit period is represented by a presence of pulse having certain voltage, and consecutive half period of a bit, the signal voltage assumed to be a 0 volt, right? So we can also understand this by some picture. Look at this picture. Again, we have a clock pulse, then we have a data 10, same data, right? Look at this, look at the picture. 1, as far as the 1 come in the picture, so this is the bit period from this type. Whole bit period, this bit period divided into two halves. So first half we have a voltage V, and next half again come in the 0, and 0 is denoted by 0, so this is 0 is continue. Again 1 come in the picture, so half of the bit period the signal attains a V voltage, and it continue with V voltage for half bit period, and again another half bit period, it again is 0 volt, and it is continue. So in this, so this is RZ. These are some advantages of unipolar RZ. It is simple, again simple, and spectral line present at the simple rate can be used by a clock. Again, disadvantage: no error correction, occupies twice the bandwidth. Actually, this is the drawback of this RZ. This particular signaling required twice bandwidth as compared to NRZ. So we always prefer NRZ as compared to RZ because of the bandwidth requirement. And signal drop is caused at the place where the signal is non-zero at 0. Thank you for this particular lecture.